gender rights. It's Friday night. Me and Bath Time in the house. Bath Time, how you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm good. I've had I was very disappointed last night. I didn't come on the channel because I was really excited about a new TV show that had come out. And as you know, Mr. B, above all, I'm a narcissist. But after that, I'm a Lord of the Rings fan. And there's a new Lord of the Rings TV program out, and it is it's terrible. It's really bad. Why are you clapping that?
I'm so glad it's shit.
Honestly, it's so frustrating because I know the story and I'm just watching it being done badly. It's like it's sort of like it's a bit like watching Manchester United, to be honest. It's like, be good again, please. But how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm Lord of the Rings trash. I'm glad you've come over to the sensible side and you won't be watching that rubbish anymore. I'm good, man. It's Friday night, Bath Time. You know me. It's my best day of the week. I got football tomorrow. I'm expecting us to get hammered, which is acceptable. I've had a terrible preseason, but you know what? Let's talk Man United, man. Try and put a smile on our face, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we've got a couple of things, I guess, today. We've had Europa League draw, transfer deadline day, and I think some really silly stuff about Ugarte, to be honest. Like he can't play against Liverpool, and we got that to talk about as well, I guess.
Yeah, as I said, with there's so much. And guys in the chat, if you do have something for us that you want us to talk about, then you're more than welcome. Look, let's say a couple of howdies. Say big up Matty Bassett, always in the house. Welcome, man. Rebel, long time no see. Yes, we'll get on to that, I'm sure. Yep, Lucky Singh. I'm saying howdy to you, Solo. Big up, man. Congratulations, my brother. You know what I'm talking about. Lucky Singh's been in there talking. I'll bypass all of those for now. Bilal, I'll say hi. Well, look, if I try and read all of them, we're going to be here for ages. But don't worry, Lucky Singh. We see you, man. We know you're for showing the support. It's not a disrespect. It's just we've got a lot to talk about. And Hydro in the house. How you doing, man? If there's any silent ones, Martin, how you doing? Bruno, I see you, man. Big G, welcome. Dora, how you doing, Miss Explorer? I hope you're doing well. Andrew, we see ya. Simon, we see ya. Bloody hell, there's a few of you in here. Right, you know what? We'll get to that. And we deserve better. I think that's all the howdies that we need to say at the moment. No, Big G, I am Bruno. Right, there you go. Nice swift hellos. Right, what we're going to start with, Bath Time. There's so much to talk about. Where do you want to start?
Since Solo's in the house, we're gonna be seeing Fred and Jose in the Europa League. Do you think that this new format is quite cool, or do you not like it, or what are you thinking about it?
Yesterday's one I thought was rubbish, but because we were in today's one, I took no notice of yesterday's draw. I mean, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday's draw, Champions League one. But today's one, I was quite, it's different. It's different. I've never sort of known a draw to be done like that. But
yeah, what about all the games and like you play each other once, see the home, it's away.
Yeah, I mean that was the surprising part. I mean, I didn't take much notice of the ins and outs of it. I just assumed that everybody would be playing home and away. Look, you know what? While we're talking, I'll get our group up. Yeah, I thought that we would have been playing home and away, but yeah, I like the fact that we haven't got Tottenham, but Tottenham are playing. I mean, I looked at their team, the teams they're playing. Juve, the other teams that are in there. So it's a different way of doing it. I mean, Bath Time, as long as we get through, then it's a great format. If we don't, then it stinks. To be fair, but
all right, is it like that?
Yeah. To be fair, looking at it was different. It was just different. I've never known anything to go like that. I know they do a version of it in chess, but it's not sort of the winners play it. So I mean, logistically, they couldn't have done it with this anyway. But
Well, I think the Rangers game is very, very interesting because there's quite a lot of bad blood between Manchester and Rangers after what happened. God, that must have been 10 years ago, 15 years ago, when there was a Europa League final in Manchester and Rangers trashed the place, like biblically trashed it.
Well, great.
That'll be an interesting game. I kind of look at this and I know straight away that this is all about money. This is why we've got like more things go. But I also love European football for Manchester United. I think it's really important, and I think it looks really fun that we're not playing the same team twice.
We have to win the game. We have to go and win the game. Yeah.
Yeah, I think like it's going to be really, like 20. I probably said that wrong. 20. I think that Mason Mount played for them, and they're Dutch, so we'll buy half their team next season. I don't know who FCSB are.
I think I'm sure somebody said they
Bucharest, isn't it?
Yeah, Romanian. So Romanian. Poak.
Poak.
What's that? Oh, that's Greek.
Panathinaikos, isn't it?
Is that? I have no idea. I mean, we're so ignorant, but that's good. That's why you guys are in the chat to educate us. We got Fenerbahce, obviously, the reunion with Fred and Jose, and the Porto one is probably the one that I'm expecting to be maybe the hardest game.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is, right, is I'm really disappointed that we're not in the Champions League, obviously, because there's some cracking games in the Champions League. But I always start off disinterested in the Europa League, and by the time it gets a little bit to the deep end, I'm right in there,
like last season.
And look, we need money, so I would really hope that the club say we're winning this. No teams from the Champions League are coming in to meet us. We're not going to have ridiculous playoffs two-legged playoff against Barcelona, where Anthony has scored in that game. I'm really hoping that we look at this competition and we think I shouldn't be here, so I'm just going to win it. I'm going to bully everyone. Like that time where at school I was late for training and they made me go and play with the third 11. And there were men on that team, boys really, who were having asthma attacks during the game. And I was relentless, Mr. B. I didn't stop running. I shouldn't have been there, but they were all going to die from running too much. And that's what I want from Manchester United. I want us to go and kill these teams.
I would take that. I would take that. To be fair, I want to win the group. I want everybody to fear coming to Old Trafford. I just want us to put a marker down, regardless of what team he puts out, whether he goes really strong, knowing Ten Hag he's going to burn the players out come by December.
No, I don't think that's true.
Well, let's hope not. Let's hope. Let's hope so. Let's hope he starts listening to the people behind the scenes. But yeah, look, thinking about it, the format is good. To be fair, it was different. I do expect us to top. I don't know. See, you say top the group. It's not even a group; it's a league, isn't it? So
yeah.
All right, bath time, guys in the chat. How much points do you think we should be taking from this bath time?
All of them.
We should be winning. We should win every game.
I'll tell you what. I'll accept a draw at Porto and a draw at Fenerbahce because they're
hold on. But I can't see what these fucking glasses are hopeless. You said a draw at Porto and a draw at Fenerbahce.
Yeah, which is away. Yeah, so those I can do with that. But do you know what's so important about this group, right? Is that one of the few things like that United have done well in the last 3 or 4 years is we've gone deep into cup competitions. Like we've done it in Europe. We've obviously won 2 cups with Ten Hag. If we're like looking to get on the way up, I would love us to build our European experience as quickly as possible. Kobe, Garnacho, Yoro, Xerxes, all these players, get them out, get them used to pissing about on airplanes and, like, I don't know, coming back late and things like that, but also to get them winning, because there shouldn't really be any excuses anymore for Manchester United. We spent a lot of money. We're looking at a new stadium. Everything should be positive for the club, and what we can really give ourselves a head start by going out and just winning every home match, getting 2 or 3 away wins and a couple of draws, and setting ourselves up so that when we do get back in the Champions League, we're in the groove. Like, we understand Europe, we understand the football that's being played and so on, and that we can just go out there and dominate. That's what I want.
I'll take that. Put the fear of God into these teams. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm taking that. When did they haven't worked out the obviously the logistics of everything yet? I suppose that's going to be done within the next couple of days. Maybe.
Yeah, I think. To be honest, I haven't looked into this because we've got an international break coming up, and I'll need some content for a show.
God.
But I think that the Europa League, the group stage, I think that regardless of what happens, we're still playing European football past Christmas.
Wow.
So I think it might finish in February, but don't quote me on that. I'm sure we'll find out.
Okay, well, look, Dora's saying if we don't pass this group, it will be a travesty. We've got to remember it's not a group, it's a league, Dora, so we need as much points as we can. I think that's something that I have to get my head around as well.
Oh, it's so simple, though, Mr. B, because, like, the top 2 teams go through and then the rest all basically have a playoff.
Oh, is that how it is, yeah?
Right, it's set up to favour the big clubs. It's no longer really cup competition because it's like it's a bigger league, and then you go into the knockouts. But you get kind of like 2 goes to get through to the knockouts, so it favours the bigger
ones. Yeah, they just have to. They play the extra game, which is extra revenue. To be fair, so swings and roundabouts in it.
Yeah.
Oh well, look, we'll see. We'll see what happens with this one. One second.
I'll do some comments while you're doing whatever we have. I starred some earlier. All right, Yali, my friend, how are you? We have a really hard teams. We can actually be knocked out. I mean, I'm not going to pretend that I know a lot about European football and stuff, but with the exception of Porto, I mean, are these teams that difficult? Like, I mean, I don't know. We deserve better format set to keep the top dogs on top. I couldn't agree more. Why change the format? I hate it. Why can't we stick to the status quo? I believe, Simon, and I hope you're doing well, that this is a reaction to the Super League from a couple of years ago. This is called the Swiss format or something. And basically it guarantees clubs more games, which means more money. I hate Rangers for that time they broke our big screen. Yeah. Like what they did, like around Piccadilly, like the print works was absolutely done. It was crazy, Bilal. I was going to think about the Europa League earlier, but I carried on living my life. All right, good stuff, Andrew. Keep us going. Yes, Darius, but we're arse. All right, Pleasant away is a good game to go to. It's a nice town, has good beer, and it's affordable. If you need any more travel tips, Bart is a serious fan and a trip advisor. All right. Hard teams are Porto, Rangers, Panathinaikos, Fenerbahce, Bodo, and 20. They can all beat us. Bodo is 3 times as strong as Rosenborg. Thing is that like Rosenborg were halfway through their season, their actual season, when we played them. I mean, none of these games are going to be easy. But Rangers are a very different team to 2 or 3 years ago.
They're finished.
Yeah, like, well, I don't know if they're finished, but they're not as good. God, Dora is saying it as well. Victoria Pleasant had really good runs in the Champions League previously, so they're tough. All right. Should I be scared now? No, because Tyrone's here like, to protect me. Bart says, losing to Fenerbahce and Porto. I don't think that's the craziest thing that I've ever heard. Fenerbahce away is not going to be a fun game.
Yeah, but these are games that we should be set up. Is he going to change his style to go away to these things? The player shouldn't be overruled by going and playing in Turkey.
He's more likely to change his hairstyle than he is to change like his playing style, and the man's got no hair. But Simon is saying Victoria should be an easy game on paper. I tell you what, that's actually something that I've always thought is quite interesting, right? So, Mr. B, like, you remember, I wish OMONDI Yabba was here for this, but you remember, like, in the 90s, after that silly rule about you could only have, like, a Welsh and Irish player. Do you remember we got
the foreign rule, innit?
Yeah, these stupid rules. Like, so after the treble in '99, we never really kicked on in Europe as much as everyone kind of thought we were going to do. And Carlos Queiroz came in and made us very, very, very different in how we played in Europe compared to in the Premier League. It was less gung-ho. It was like a sort of more controlled possession and things. Do you think that like Erik ten Hag is going to get influenced by Hake and Van Nistelrooy to take a different approach in Europe?
I hope so.
Would you want to see that?
I would like to see an influence that they have on what Ten Hag has been doing, because he can't go out there and still be playing what he played last year BATHTIME. You know, it only gets you so far. It can only let you win against certain level teams. Hake, we know, is defensive, and we say that obviously Van Nistelrooy is attacking, but you know he's still a coach, so I want to see the influence on what he's doing. So yeah, if it means that we go into these games with a different approach, then yeah, I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Because I've I read an article the other day, and I think it's really interesting. People are probably going to find this boring. It was about the difference of crowds in countries in Europe. And like, for example, we talk a lot about like, you know, I think the German league's a bit of a joke, but their fan culture is wonderful. Like, I think it's brilliant. But what they do, apparently, is they make noise all throughout the match, and it's not really dependent on what's going on the football pitch. And in England, or in Britain in particular, the crowd reacts to what happens on the football pitch more than anywhere else, like in the leagues around the world. And because of that, teams can sometimes get too carried away. Like the crowd gets them up. Like I remember like watching a football match in Chile, and every football match I'd seen, if you got a corner, the whole stadium erupted. Like it was like they didn't care. I couldn't believe it. But I think that it's like when we go away in Europe, I think that we've got to have a different style of football that's a bit more sort of pragmatic, a bit more like based on sort of keeping your nerve and things. But in the Premier, sorry,
is this away from home? You're saying, or in Europe? Full stop.
No, away from home.
Cool.
Like because like when teams come to Old Trafford, I want them to be going to the Lowry, the Mega Store, like go and have Archie's in the Arndale Centre. I want it to be a trip for them because they know they've got no chance. And when that roar comes out, game over. They don't know how to deal with it. That's what I want.
I'll take that. I'll take the frightening shit out of them, yeah?
Yeah, it's like when we went to, it was either Galatasaray or Fenerbahce, and like half the stadium was on fire. That picture of Incy with no head.
That's the Eric Cantona. That's like the Eric Cantona. Welcome to hell or something like that. Yeah,
that is like what I want at Old Trafford. I mean, we had it last season, but it was because we sold tickets to Galatasaray fans and put them in the home end. Another brilliant move from the football club.
Oh, look, let's hope they've learned a lot of things, BATHTIME. Bloody hell, look. Right, we've done Europa League.
All right.
We've got that block out of the way. Transfer window. Do you want to talk about transfer, or do we want to talk about the Liverpool game?
I hate transfers, so let's do transfers, then we can talk about football.
All right. Well, we haven't done it well now. Look, let's be honest. So they've obviously Agate, they didn't register on time for him to have any involvement in the Liverpool game. Question for you, Bath. I don't know. Has he been called up to the Uruguay squad?
I don't know. I think so. He Did well. He did well there. Bielsa's an absolute lunatic, though, so God knows. But all right, is this what you're asking me? Is because he can't play against Liverpool, and then there's an international break? Is he going to go off and train with Uruguay for 2 weeks? I would think that will be the case. Yeah.
Bloody hell!
And do you know what I'm worried about? I might have this wrong, but I wonder if we're trying to delay his registration for as long as possible, to do with PSR or finances, and see if we can do it in September as opposed to do it in August. Because
they're saying that somebody in the chat saying he's official, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, what is technically official? Is that when the player's registration is transferred to the club and the club registers it with the league?
Yeah, when they've got the two signatures on, and whoever else's signature they need to have on it, innit? Yeah, I would say so, because they've got until 1 o'clock. Yeah, they extend it, but he's had his medical for a day and a half. I just find it weird that they didn't get it done for him to be available to play.
What frustrated me is I went the other day, and let me just get this up, because like I do a bit of the Twitter now, and I'm yet to get anything over 2 likes, which is really disappointing. But I went back and I looked Anthony, because everyone says, like, with people like Casemiro, they came in and it took 4 or 5 games before they played. Anthony was at the club for 3 days before he played against Arsenal, and he had 3 training sessions, and then incredibly he scored in that game. Like, a lovely goal. I really thought things might have been different. But I was pretty sure that Ugarte was going to go straight in against Liverpool.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did, because like Mount's injured, McTominay's in Naples, like Bruno, Xerxes, they haven't had enough time, like, for a pre-season to get more than maybe 70 minutes out of them maximum. Like, we're gonna need a body, like, to come on or to start. And it's between Collier, who I'm not sure is ready yet, and Eriksen, who
if I tell you, if Eriksen gets on that pitch tomorrow, that would do my head in.
Why?
But I'm looking at, what's he going to do half time? What does Eriksen do?
He's a good crosser of the football. He tries to look after the ball. Like, personally, I want reparations from Andy Carroll, because Eriksen was really good for us.
Yeah, he killed him.
He
did kill him.
Before Andy Carroll got him. But Eriksen's a good player. Like, I don't disagree with Lucky saying he's not the future, is he? And he shouldn't be part of our squad. But it doesn't mean that he's not a bad player. And I don't know what's going on with the transfer window. Like, the stuff about Sterling. I thought you told me that Sancho had gone to Juve, held the shirt up with the obligation.
I didn't say anything about holding up a shirt. I said he had gone. Everybody had said he had gone. It wasn't just me.
Okay. All right. Well, I thought he had gone, and now he might be going to Chelsea. But
yeah,
are we getting anyone in? Like, is Rabiot gonna turn up?
They're talking about us being linked with who's the
Chukwuemeka at Chelsea, the centre back.
No, the central midfielder.
Yeah,
like
sort of like black guy from Northampton.
I have no idea where he plays from. I just know his name is some Chane Chuma. Eric.
I think it's got to be the same guy, because there's just me, Sean Dyche, Ivan Toney, and this bloke from, like, the Midlands that have ever played football. Shout out Sean Dyche and all my Kettering boys. There's absolutely no way Chelsea are going to let us have him. Isn't he, like, regarded as, like, one of the most promising players in English football? I think he's played 20 games for like every level since under 16.
Okay, well, I'm sure. Listen, I'm gonna get his name up, man.
Right, in chat, can you tell us, Lucky? It's your moment. Tell us what the rumours are. It's Lucky Sports News. I bet you're wearing a yellow tie as well. Have a little look at the comments. Right, we've said better. I thought the only hold up was a work visa. Oh, is it Brexit? That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Oh, does it? Carney, here we go. Carney fucking hell. I don't know what his name is. Chukwuemeka.
Yeah, just Chucky.
Yeah.
That's who Lisandro Martinez reminds me of, is Chucky from Child's Play.
Yeah, that's who we've been linked with.
Oh, hello, Emma. Heard of Chiesa went to Liverpool, didn't he?
Yeah.
How did we not sell Eriksen? It's market forces, isn't it? It's like we've paid him a huge wage because he's a free transfer, 150k. And you've also got to remember that like the man died and came back to life, and clubs might not want to take that risk for an older player.
Jesus Christ!
Well, that's true.
No, I know he did. I know. Technically he did. It just sounds, when you say it like that, it really sounds like, Well,
do you remember Samir Nasri played for Arsenal and Man City, and Gael Clichy? I think both of them technically died as well as children. Certainly Clichy.
Oh wow!
Eriksen should play in the Europa. I agree.
If we've got him, then I think he's probably going to have to.
Now, is this true? Agile Beast says Rabiot can sign any time if we decide to do it. My understanding is that we need to submit a squad to the Premier League at some point.
Yeah, but if he's on a free and they keep a space open, because is there a time limit for when we can sign free agents? Can't that be done, or are all deals off now?
So what I think it is that you can't transfer a registration past tonight at midnight or whatever. You can do a loan maybe tomorrow, I'm not sure, but there is a point where you hand in a list to the FA of who your playing squad is, and it's got to have 7 homegrown players, and anyone under the age of 21 can play at any time, but anyone over the age of 21 has to be registered with the Premier League. That's my understanding. So I'm not sure if a free agent can come in, say, in November and start playing. This is why I hate transfers. I'm never really interested in them and all the rules. So you can see we're really well prepared tonight, lads.
Yeah, but that's beautiful. That's the beauty of it. It's Friday night. We've had a hard week. This is what the chat's here for, to keep us educated, to keep people in the comments educated. You know what I mean?
I think I'm right. Yeah, I think I'm right that you're out of the Premier League and you're out of European squads if you don't come, if you're not registered at a certain time. So the player can come to the club, he can use the toilets, he can have a jacuzzi, he can train and all these things, but he's not allowed to play in games.
Okay, what means it has to be done then?
And we deserve better. So yeah, but it's about being registered for the competitions. We deserve better. Like, obviously, you allow free movement of workers at any time you really want, but it's about if they can play. But no, it looks like we're not signing anyone.
Oh, I think we've done all right. I mean, let's not be too depressed because we didn't sign anybody in the last knockings of the window. I don't think it should be like that. I think we've had a good window.
Trying to think, apart from Berbatov, have we ever had a deadline day signing that's been any good?
Probably not. Probably not. They were all rushed. They were all rushed. None of them were planned.
Yeah, like, I mean, I personally would. I know a lot of people want to get a left back in, and I kind of agree with that, but only if Shaw goes.
You can only do so much, but the thing is, you can only do so much deals. You know what I mean?
I think we needed a number 6.
We've got a number anyway. Bath time. Look, we'll get into that once the season's in full swing. We'll get into your number 6 debate because we'll.
Even if Ugarte is brilliant as a number 6, we can't count on him to play 60 games. What are you doing?
He doesn't have to
count on him to play.
Sorry, I was blowing. Sorry, I was. Jesus.
Very POV that. But yeah, I mean, are you happy with the transfer window then?
Yeah, yes, I'm extremely happy with the transfer window. I mean, there's times when you don't think certain things are going to happen, but all in all, the players we've got out were players that obviously he didn't want. Bar McTominay, who he does sound like he wanted he did want to keep. To be fair, he was saying a lot about it being a PSR type deal more than the fact that he wanted him to leave. Whether or not that is what he really wanted to say, who knows? But yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with the window. Bath time. I'm very happy with the window.
More exits, to be honest. Like,
the thing is, you were saying about market forces as well. I mean, you can only, we would have all Ericsson and Ericsson, Sancho, and what's his face there, Lindelof, to have gone. Probably would have really, really brought it up, really. But look, I think it is what it is,
Well, breaking news is that we have officially signed Ugarte. With a here we go.
Yeah.
So he's a United
here
player.
We go. We need that already.
But the thing, it's sort of I feel that it was much better when I was a child and I went to the local shop in the old village, and I found out that Jesper Blomqvist had signed for Manchester United, and that's how I got on news. So that was much more exciting. If I had it my way, you wouldn't get any news about transfers, and then on deadline day there would be a kind of catwalk, and Ten Hag would come out, and behind him
all the signings.
That would have been absolutely amazing.
Well done, you're an idiot.
I know. I don't tend to be anything else.
I can picture it now. As much as I say you're an idiot, I can picture it now. You're nuts.
But the one that's annoyed me is that Anthony has turned down Real Betis today, saying he still wants to be a United player. Yeah, and there's been huge amounts of talk about Lindelof going, and I'm not as against Lindelof as everyone else, but he's not part of the future of the football club.
No, if he plays, I don't expect him to start any Premier League games at all. Give him the Coca-Cola Cup game, to rest whoever we need to rest, and the Europa League game. When we've won all of our games and we know we're going to qualify in a certain position, then give him the chance to maybe play in those games. But the serious games, Lindelof can't be played. And same with Ericsson. If they're in the squad, these players need to be played. You can't not play them. They're here, they're earning their money, but make sure it's games that they can only do us. Their limitations are their limitations. Understand what they are, and play them in the game. Not saying the meaningless games, but the games where they can maybe get their confidence up and do something that we will say, oh wow, we should be, know their level, sort of thing.
Yeah, I just want that more for attackers, to be honest. It's much more exciting to give Palestri, for example, a run out against Panathinaikos than it is to pop Victor Lindelof at left back. And
you'll be playing against Panathinaikos.
Yeah. He's, I don't know. Or Anthony away at Fenerbahce. That has got disaster written all over it.
Yeah, that's red card first 5 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah. But I also wish that game was at home, because I think it would be lovely for Fred to have a reception. He's a bit of a hero on this channel with Solo. And
he's gonna make a mess all over the TV. Oh, Fred.
Ah, come on, Fred. You can't dislike Fred.
I prefer Fred to McTominay. I'll be honest.
You?
Yeah. Always, if I had to choose, I was more disappointed when Fred left than McTominay.
I mean, I'm obviously gutted that McTominay's left, but as I told you today, I know you don't care. I've just never heard of this before. Is that McTominay's fee was increased after his medical?
Yeah, I know you said something about that, and Napoli have got
Billy Gilmore.
Billy Gilmore over there as well. It's weird. It's weird that they've got a Scottish central midfield going on there.
Well, I mean, Scotland are the last team to beat Spain, I think, in international football, 2-0, and McTominay and Thingy and Gilmore played in those games. So maybe that was like a wake-up call across Europe. But what concerns me about the McTominay medical is that I wonder if United thought McTominay had an issue. Like, he had a lot of knee problems last year. I remember we thought he was out of the Euros with a knee injury, like towards the end of the season. But when you look at what's happened with Malacia, Shaw, Mount, like, I really want that medical department to stop like using leeches and wearing plague masks and getting like at least the 1990s, because it's ridiculous the injuries we're getting. And earlier on I saw a comment from We Deserve Better saying, what happens if Ugarte gets injured in Uruguay? And I'm like, that's going to happen now.
Well, that's the Arsenal boy got injured, right?
Yeah, because Gabriel sat on him, fractured his shoulder.
Said he sat on him. Yeah, I love that.
He did. That's what Fabrizio Romano said.
Oh, he did. I know he's fractured. I think it's hilarious. They were laughing at Euro. God, Karma is such a bitch.
Yeah, you're right as well. Euro's another one who's got injured. But like, I mean, I suppose on the plus side, everyone's a little bit so-so on the false nine, aren't they? We're not really feeling it at the moment, are we? No. With Mount out, it's going to be Bruno, Casemiro, Kobe as our midfield, and it's going to be between Højlund and who's out at the moment. But it's going to be Xerxes starting down the middle.
Are we convinced of that?
What, you think Rashford?
I fucking hope not.
He's got a great record against top six clubs.
Yeah, I know. It's just he's not. Would it just be flattering to deceive? You know, look. Let's talk about the Liverpool game. Look, it is upcoming, and we have drifted in and out of various other things. I am looking forward to the game BATHTIME, and I do expect us to win.
Do you? Why?
I think it's more. Hope? No, do you know? I think last season was more a hope thing. I know we've only played 2 games, but I just don't feel that we're the same. We're not the same team we were last season. I think there is a little bit more understanding.
We conceded in the last minute with exactly the same team.
I was thinking, in play, I think we were more unlucky. You know, we don't normally. I'm not saying we shouldn't be going. Brighton are Brighton. They play how they play. We should be having more. I understand that, but the level that we are at the moment, I just feel that I think Liverpool are going to be in. I think people are going to be very, very surprised. They're just expecting us to walk up to Old Trafford and dick us. One, their record at Old Trafford isn't great.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously at Anfield is completely different. We're gonna have, if he plays the team that I want him to play, yes, he's gonna play the team that he wants to play. But Liverpool haven't played anybody and they're gassing themselves. You know, they played Brentford and Ipswich. Let's be honest, they're gonna be in the lower half of the thing. I just feel that, yeah, I think we're gonna do him. I just got a feeling we're gonna do him BATHTIME.
I would take a draw myself, because I think it would just be dreadful to go into the international break with 1 win and two losses. I don't want to be having that. You've got Slot coming in as a new manager, and I'm sure he's very good in things, but there is a pattern of foreign managers coming into our league and it taking them a little bit of time to understand cup games, breaks, intensity, stuff like that. So that's in our favour. Liverpool, I'm going to assume, Bart can probably tell me, will have had a pre-season as disrupted as ours has been, with players like Trent not getting back from the Euros in time. He didn't go. Oh, he did, yeah. Like getting back from the Euros, they're doing a new play style and things. I really think that what United should be doing is looking not to lose. Playing
really,
like yeah. Because the thing is, right, this is in context, okay, and the context is we are nowhere near fit enough at the moment to be playing all-out football. We haven't had a proper pre-season, and last year lots of excuses were made for Shaw and Martinez and all these players like not playing, and Mount and so on. We need to protect the players and just stay and just kind of be gradually grinding points at the moment, and then when we get to October and everyone is up to speed, then we can go. And if you remember, that's what Ten Hag did in his first season. We really had to sort of sort ourselves out after the first international break, and then we went and we won a lot of games 1-0. Like Rashford started scoring and things, albeit there was a World Cup. But at the moment, we've got to protect our players, and we've got to just be in and around where we need to be. But the thing is that's not going to happen, because in the first 2 minutes, Casemiro is going to go flying in like that boulder out of Indiana Jones and knock someone over, and the game is going to go absolutely chaotic. And what I want to see from a United team is them being able to manage the occasion, like kind of, and stick it out. But we've got so many young players, I can't see it happening.
So you want to see a level of control?
Yeah, I want, but of also kind of a control, not like Yabba's type of control of just passing the ball left and right between Maguire and Lindelof. I want to see a control where you see someone like, we have from our top correspondent. He's so excited, he's taken off his yellow shirt. Here we go. Jadon Sancho to Chelsea, loan deal with an obligation to buy. Is that true? Like, We Deserve Better doesn't normally piss about, like trying to make us do things.
And the fact that it's blocked as well. Go on.
Oh, that's good. Lucky Singh, official. He's by Fabrizio Romano, but it's from Fabrizio Romano.
£20 million. Fuck my life.
And Ornstein. Did you say 20 million? Is that how much he's got for?
I see somebody's got 20 million by.
That's interesting, because we signed him for 75 million on a 5-year contract. So his amortization is 15 million a year, and his wages are about 5.2 million. So they're covering the transfer fee that we would pay for this season and his wages, and then he's gone. So that's not a bad deal at all. And you've got to think that means Sterling goes to Arsenal. Yeah. And does that mean anyone moves? I'm trying to work out if there's like a kind of dominoes effect.
The thing is, it's so late. It's so late now that the medical would have to be done, whatever country they're in or wherever team they're at. The medical would have to be done, that end of it.
But these agents, Mr. B, they're so addicted to transfers of money and things. I'm sure that my mate Dan is getting calls every 5 minutes from someone. Oh my God. Like, Chat Sport is saying Ivan Toney, surely. I don't understand what's gone on today. Have Ivan Toney and Victor Osimhen, what's happened there?
It did bath time. I think they were lining up either one of them, and it doesn't look like anybody's gone anywhere.
Well, the thing about Ivan Toney is that, Ivan Toney, obviously, he'll be extremely comfortable and rich. He won't be on anywhere near the same level of personal wealth that other players in the Premier League are on. I saw him at Stag do playing for Peterborough United about 6 years ago. So Tony also, he had a year out with that betting thing. I think that he can't resist. I think he can't turn down that money, and I don't blame him for it.
Yeah, but his England career is done.
Yeah, like Victor Osimhen to Saudi. I don't know. I mean, is he going to Chelsea? It's just the Saudis, man. Just get Casemiro. What's wrong with you?
I mean, the thing is, they didn't even. That was the whole summer. That was like our. I think we're going to get 30 million for Casemiro. Yeah.
We were so stupid. We were so stupid. Why would they sign a defensive midfielder?
Just on the money that he was on, we just dreamt, and then nothing. There wasn't even a newspaper article. There wasn't even a Twitter rumor. There was nothing.
Would you take Tony? Like if
I would have taken Tony. Yeah, I would have taken Tony. I have no problem with Ivan Tony.
What do you think that would mean for someone like Rasmus?
Nothing. He'd have to be better than Tony, or he doesn't play. It's survival of the fittest. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we needed to push on. You know, what if Rasmus gets injured again?
Well, he will do. He's injured now.
That's why I said again. He came to us injured. He got injured partway through the season. I know you say it averages out to 2 a player. Well, that's fine. Well, Mason Mount sucked the average. It's definitely sucked the average. That's good. Mason Mount got Bruno's not injury average going on there. You know what I mean?
It's 7, by the way. 7 hamstrings per season is the average. It's the most common injury in football.
Is that per club?
Per club. And it's and defenders are the players that mainly get hamstring injuries.
Okay.
But we have someone new, Mr. B. I think you're new. Ricky Boy Dollar Style. I'm sure you've heard it pronounced like that many times. Please let any song, is it? Thanks very much for your comment. Like and subscribe. Actually, if you can do likes and subscribes, actually, that'd be really nice.
We do well. We haven't even been begging. Thank you very much. Hamstrings are really painful. They are. They go pop.
Have you ever had a really bad injury?
I done the ligaments in my knee. I broke my ankle, and the ankle one didn't even. To be fair, the ankle one didn't even hurt. I didn't even know I broke it. The ligaments one, they put me in a cast for 7 weeks.
Oof.
And I've done hammies on on multiple occasions. So yeah, I don't know if those are bad ones or not, but yeah, those are the ones that I've had.
Yeah, I broke my leg and my ankle in the same move once, but that's really the only bad injury I've ever had.
How long were you out for with that?
A long time, 6 months. But the thing is I was like 16, so it didn't really matter because I was still growing. So I've been incredibly lucky with injuries. I'm too slow for a hamstring injury.
You're too funny, well done.
Yeah,
you're too funny, man. Let's talk about this Liverpool game. Let's get Solo. Right. We did speak to Solo, guys, and he has actually given us his 11 for this week.
Okay.
I think it was a bit predictable, to be fair. Disagree?
I kind of do now.
Come on, then.
I kind of do now. It's Xerxes.
Ooh.
Xerxes hasn't played enough football to be starting. I think you swap Xerxes for Rashford, and that is your team.
You think he goes Rashford into the Xerxes and plays Garnacho?
Yeah. But then who do you have? And then you've got Xerxes to come off the bench to change things, and probably for Ahmad. I'm just trying to think. Do we have?
You say probably for Ahmad. Ahmad played the whole of the last. Ahmad scored the last game.
Yeah, but maybe it's for Garnacho though, because it's about what. The point I'm making is not about who is the best player to start and things. It's that our players are so unfit at the moment.
We need finishers.
Finishers. Well, Xerxes not a finisher.
No, I say finisher as in game finishers, as in
Right.
players
Nice.
to finish the games. That's what I meant. Sorry, players to finish the game.
Yeah, I think that maybe it's Rashford that has to play. Or what could be quite fun is if we put Ahmad in the 10. Like if we continue a false 9. Yeah, look, because Reed said has made a good point, is that Rashford is not going to be a good false 9, is he, with his back to goal and things. But Ahmad might be quite fun there. Like low centre of gravity. He has that stiff arm. He's much stronger than he looks. He's good in tight spaces.
So then who plays? So you're saying, so you go Rashford right, Garnacho left, and Ahmad.
Yeah, but I'd swap. I'd put Garnacho on the right and Rashford on the left.
Yeah, sorry, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, and I would. I think that is one that could happen. And it would be nice to see what Bruno is like in a sort of deeper role where he's got to be a bit more
responsible,
like Rain did. Because Bruno was all right towards the end of the season for being responsible, but he also picked up an injury. Like he didn't play against Arsenal, did he? But he was very good against Newcastle and Brighton and Manchester City. So it'd be interesting. Look, my friend there, 7 managers in 7 years, starting over Maguire. I hope that's good, but it looks like an all right team. It's just physically a little bit weak. But apart from that, maybe we can do some damage against Liverpool.
We are. It's not maybe. We will. I don't know where this confidence is. Honestly, I don't know where the confidence is coming from. I don't know. Yeah, it's not even hope. I think last season was hope. I've just got this belief that we're going to do him.
Maybe. I mean, it's not the most surprising thing in the world. I just think it's early in the season. We don't need to win the game, and think, yeah. Well, that's what I was going to say. Is I think it will depend on the crowd. What happens? Like Liverpool, make no mistake, their game plan will be to win the coin toss. And keep the ball for 10 minutes, right at the start of the game. Get our crowd nice and relaxed. Sunday, everyone's been drinking, big roast meal. Like nod off a little bit. Like they won't want to wake up Old Trafford. And United will go out full on counter press, running everywhere. Casemiro battering people about, like, and all that kind of stuff. And it just kind of depends on how the game starts. And the only person who's got real experience of it in either of the coaching staff is Ruud. Like, so I'm hoping that Ruud gets them prepared for what they need to do.
Let's hope so. Bath time. Let's hope so. Because I said you were saying about the 6 points. Week 1, I don't think we can afford. I said I know there's different stages of the season and it's early. I get that. But I wouldn't like to think that we've lost 2 of our first 3.
Yeah, that's why I think like everyone is going to be happy with the draw on both teams. Waypoint at Old Trafford's never bad. United, 4 points from 3 games. Not brilliant, but undefeated at home. You can argue we're very unlucky against Brighton with lots of sort of offside goals that were ridiculous. If you're asking me for a score prediction, which you're not, but I'm going to give you anyway.
Yeah, I am because I want that next from everybody. And lucky thing, Jesus Christ, my friend. Look, right, I'm gonna embarrass you, mate.
You're gonna do some mathematics.
Yeah, I'm gonna embarrass him, and now I'm gonna.
Why?
Yeah, because I like it. I like. You know, he posts a lot of stuff. Some of it's factual, some of it's not. Some of it's a lot of waffle, but you got your numbers wrong. Come on, man.
Sorry, I always picture Lucky Singh that he like lives on the International Space Station or something, and that there's a little bit of interference as he's like trying to get his messages through. Like it's always like he's texting from the future. My score prediction would be 1-1. I think after about 60, 70 minutes, you're going to see a lot of subs and you're going to see teams sitting back and getting a bit nervy. And it all really comes down to the crowd and to set pieces. And
you think it's a set piece game, yeah?
Yeah. We are not good at defending set pieces. You look at that team, tell me who's like, and I tell you that Xerxes isn't
do you
great.
think I think that I know you never want to concede. I just don't think that goal we concede a goal like that again for the season.
Possibly, but they also hit the bar in that game from a set piece. Like Danny Welbeck hit the bar. Mm. Like my concern is that with a new defence and not many like sort of aerial players in that team, you've only really got Casemiro out of everyone there in the midfield that's good at defending set pieces. Like Ahmad and Garnacho, nothing. Xerxes didn't look particularly good. Bruno, not great. Kobe's good in open play, but he struggles a little bit at getting like proper range on the ball. But Martinez is very poor at set pieces. Delo can switch off. Mazraoui, Delict, fresh to the Premier League. Anana, God knows what he does. Not a lot. I'd be worried about set pieces.
I'm not worried about anything, Bartha.
Yeah, and you're doing a watch along, so you are tempting the footballing gods right now.
No, listen, and this is the whole point. It's not normally on the watch along. I'm sitting down thinking, it's not even to. You know what? The gods owe us. Come on, man. We did 7-0. We've taken 7. We've taken 5. You know, they owe us. It's time for a role reversal. I'm not saying we're not going to beat them 4-0 or 0, but we will win the game. We will win the game.
I hope so.
People are going to sit up and start taking notice. I just think that everybody thinks we're the same team. You hear all of these people talking. I hear all of these Arsenal, Liverpool. They haven't seen us play. All they've done, like we have. I have no idea what players teams have bought. I don't know who Tottenham have bought, apart from, like the main ones. I've only concentrated on my team. Like I've concentrated, like they've only concentrated on theirs. And then all of a sudden I'm hearing, United are the same. Because we lost to Brighton, it's the same Man United. All right, we conceded. I understand we conceded the goal in the last minute, which is kind of the same Man United. But before that, we weren't the same Man United. So I want people to expect it to be the same with the same Man United, where everybody's
this is just our coming out party.
Yeah, exactly. You know, we've been hidden. Yeah, we've had our little slaps. You know, in the makeup room, we haven't quite got the lipstick. Now this is it. This is the coming out party. We're ready to go, man. We're ready to. I'm convinced. I don't know where this is. I'm convinced. Bath time. And my score prediction is 3-1 to United, to be fair.
3-1.
Yeah, 3-1.
I'd bite your hand. I'd bite everything part of you for a 3-1.
No need, Martha. That's fine. No need. Sarah wouldn't be too happy, to be fair.
She's not happy tonight. I can tell you that. But maybe it's just my concern is that. All right, I agree with you on a couple of things. Like, we're not the same team that we were last season, and we're doing some things a lot better than what we did last season. But it's so early, and we haven't had the good preparation to come in, that I think our coming out party is probably going to be after the international break, where we absolutely whoop up a team.
But I know we've got Southampton in that little.
We've got 5:30.
Yeah, I don't want us to wait. I'll be honest. I'd rather we didn't wait to whoop up a team. Get the win now, get the confidence, and then whoop them. Can you imagine going into the Southampton game after us destroying Liverpool?
You know that feeling where you go into work and you just feel like awesome the day after?
We'd have that for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I would absolutely love that. And imagine Bart with his crappy comments in chat for 2 weeks.
He'll disappear. We wouldn't see him. We would not see Bart. We would not see Bart. Once we did come and watch, the reaction show comes Sunday at 7:00. He's not going to be there. He will
No,
not be there.
Bart's turned up, I think, when we've like Bart. I mean, Bart. I don't even know if he's a Liverpool fan. I think he's just a sort of United fan now. It's just fallen into it.
He knows he is. As much as he can say, oh, he's not. We all know, Bart. You're here every day, brother. You know, we understand. There's no problem. We don't mind that you've been converted, and this is the beauty of the channel. If we can convert one, we don't have to convert the masses. Just one. And we think you're the guy.
But I bet you check Manchester United transfer news and statistics before you do Liverpool to come on here. But I don't know. All right, in chat, give me score predictions because I'm beginning to get swayed. Like, are we winning this match? I mean, it's Liverpool. They're in a title race until the last couple of weeks, until basically Ahmad just.
Yeah, but they haven't played anybody. I'm not saying they're going to come in there overconfident, but they're going to be.
Want this to be? Do you know what? How amazing would it be, right? If Xerxes plays and he just absolutely does Van Dijk, and that's kind of like his introduction to the Premier League.
I'll tell you that there's so much things that can happen in the game. That personally would be fantastic. That one moment there where he does something and kills him, and like that, anything, just to embarrass him. Yeah, nutmeg. I'll take the nutmeg. I'd even take a triangle pass around him. Boom, boom, boom. Third man run straight past Van Dijk. Give him a little as he's running past him. Bang, bottom corner. I'll take it. I will take it. Kill him.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've got a couple. Matty Bassett, Man of Culture. He's going for a 2-1. James, I mean, this is like, who was that guy? Paddy. This is his old account. 5-0 Liverpool. Come on, James. Like, what we got from Eddie? 2-1 to United. Got a feeling of retaliation coming. All right. It'll finish 2-2 with Manchester United coming from behind. That always feels like a win.
Yeah, it does.
3-1. And DK Wilson. Where's DK Wilson from tonight?
Oh, shit. We always send him to the same place.
Where's Eddie Murphy's most popular cop base?
Beverly Hills. Yeah, Beverly Hills. Yeah, what do you from Beverly Hills tonight?
He's really going up in the world, and he's going for 2-2. Can't see United at this time winning. Liverpool players know each other. What United players haven't met each other. Right, Bart is going 3-1. McAllister to shine. Oh, that's a good one. I remember that for next time. Harlem. I don't think we've used that before.
No, we haven't. Oh, bugger. We have to save that for a couple of weeks, and everybody's had memories dropped off a bit. But yeah, I like the Harlem one, to be fair.
I quite like calling him the Zerk.
The Zerk.
The Zerk must start and do what Van Dijk, like Marshall did ages ago at Southampton.
Oh,
that's true. Wouldn't it be great if he had a sort of like a Makeda, or was it against Skirtle that Martial just twisted him up?
Yeah, and then Pop had curled it around that. Oh my God.
Oh, those days. But I mean, who was scoring your goals then?
To be fair, it was Rashford was going to get one, and Xerxes will get one, and it'll probably be a header from a defender on a set piece. That will top it off for me. We score a set piece.
Martinez.
With a flying header. Oh my God.
He did one against Arsenal.
Oh yeah, but I mean, yeah. Oh, you know what? You're right. That was I want him to be. I want a dominant. One of those looks like a slam dunk as he's over the top of him. The ones where they take the picture of. They lit over Van Dijk for the third one. I'll take that all day. Rising from a corner.
Well, I mean, Bruno's going for 3-1 United, and I imagine he has himself down for a hat trick.
Or 3 assists.
Yeah, I am excited now. So what are our plans? Like, we're doing a watch along on Sunday, 10 to 4.
Yeah, quarter to. It might start a little bit early depending on how much drink I get. But yeah, it'll definitely be on for quarter 2. Quarter 2 is going to be the latest it will start.
And let's get some people. Let's get some people watching it. Like you all know, like how needy and emotionally unstable Yabba can be. He was very disappointed with the lack of people watching him watching the television in his room. And with Mr. B, we've got graphics. It's going to be like
We haven't got. You're making it like it's
Star
gonna be
Wars,
matching
man.
this. Do. It's got nothing like it's gonna be me. We just got. Listen, guys. Just you know what I'm like. You know what I'm like. So yeah, come on, join me and spread the love. You know, that's all right. I'll take it.
And also, please follow the Twitter account because I've got some absolutely banging tweets that I can't put out. Did you see the one I put in the group chat? I wanted to say.
Yeah, I checked to make sure that it didn't actually go up. I was so worried.
That would genuinely have been the biggest tweet we ever did. If I put that out. If you privately message me, I'll tell you what it is for anyone who's interested. All right, are we finishing?
Yeah, we are done. Look, as the Sancho deal been done, we did. It sounds like it was Sancho. Yeah, well, whatever. We'll find out if Sancho's gone tomorrow. We know that we weren't signing anybody, which we expected. The two that they did say was obviously Kone and Ugarte. I'm happy with the window, all in all. Just bring on the Reds on Sunday, and let's crack this skulls, man.
Trevor Chalobah's gone to Crystal Palace.
On loan, yeah, with no obligation to buy.
Oh God. I'm just checking now to see if anything's happened.
Newcastle and Alanga.
Do we have a sell-on clause?
I would love to. I would love to think so. When did we get rid of it? Was Alanga before Ineos, when people had sense.
Yeah, I suppose. So to Newcastle. Well, that means Anthony Gordon's gone in the summer.
Yeah, especially if they're saying about 35 mil for him.
So,
I don't know if it was a bid.
10% add-on, 3.5 million.
It will take it.
You're right. Yeah,
we'll take it. Any money's money. Any money's money. But look, guys, we will be back. We will have a day of rest tomorrow, unless something really, really exciting happens, which I doubt very, very much. But we will be back on Sunday for the watch along, and obviously we will be there for the reaction straight after. Bath time. Anything you want to say before we depart?
Yeah, please like the stream and set your notifications. Or what is it? Like, subscribe, notify. Do all of that. But just turn up and watch Mr. B this Sunday.
Watching me, watching them, watching you. Yeah, something like that, isn't it? Yeah.
And thank you everyone for watching. Enjoy your weekend.
That's the one. Thank you, Lacanot.